Vicky and this is Rocked Up Frocks, where I take vintage and pre-loved clothes and give them a makeover. Today I'm going to be making over this vintage black velvet dress that was one of the dresses in the bag of clothes that I got from the Buy Nothing Facebook group. If you haven't seen the video of me unbagging this amazing haul, I'll pop the link up here and go and have a watch, and you can see the other treasures we found as well. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you click the little bell so that you get notified when I upload new videos. So I've tried this dress on and it's just a tiny bit too small for me. And I actually struggled to get it on and off because the opening on the side is really tiny. The zip literally just goes a few inches either side of the waist seam. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up that seam all the way to the armpit and down the skirt a little bit to make the opening bigger. I'm going to change that zip for a concealed zip, and I'm going to open up the side seams on both sides as much as I can just to give me that extra inch of room that I need in this dress. I'm then going to take in these curves over the bust because they're just sat too high for me, and I ended up with these sort of weird baggy curvy bits when I tried it on. Then I'm going to shorten the hem. It's just the length isn't a great length on me, so I'm going to chop it off so it's just below the knee. And then I'm going to add just a really simple black trim to it and maybe a couple of beads for a tiny bit of sparkle. But I want this dress to be something that I can wear during the day or glam up with jewellery and accessories for the evening. The first thing I'm going to do is take this old zip out, and then I'm going to unpick the seam even further. I actually had to unpick it to even get it on the mannequin. The opening was literally just that long. So I'm going to unpick it all the way up to the armpit and then a few inches further down the skirt. And then I'm going to put a black concealed zip in that side seam. There's a fair bit of seam allowance there, so I'm going to open it up as much as I can just to give me that tiny bit of extra room that I need. This side seam's finished. I've got the invisible zip in and the opening's much bigger, so it's going to be easy to get on and off, and I've gained about ½ an inch from the seam allowance on this side. Next I'm going to open up what seam allowance I can on the other side of the dress. So I've just looked on the inside of the other side seam, and there's a fair bit to let out on the bodice, but the skirt has actually been sewn right on the selvage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo the skirt at the waist here and then just let out a little bit from each of these pleats here, because there's plenty of fabric in there and it won't make any difference to how it hangs if I'm just letting out just ½ of an inch from each side. So I've let that out and you can see how much I've managed to let the side seam out there. Unfortunately velvet does mark, but I'm not worried about it because it's under the arm, so it's not really going to notice. Next I'm just going to lose some of the curve over the bust because the curve of the bust that's sewn there at the minute just sits too high on me. So I've ended up with these bits of sort of baggy at the top, so I'm just going to smooth that curve out up to the neckline on both sides. The next thing I'm going to do is shorten the hem, and I've tried it on and worked out that if I cut off the existing hem and do about a 2-inch hem with what's left, it will get to the length that I want it to be. And I'm going to hand stitch this just so it looks really neat on the outside as they've done with the original dress here. The next thing I'm going to do is use this black trim around the neckline. As I said at the start, I want this dress to be something that I could wear daytime or nighttime. So I'm going to keep it pretty simple, and I'm going to use this lovely black braid. And then as I sew it on, I'm just going to use a few of these little faceted black glass beads just to add a tiny bit of sparkle. So for the braid, I've started at the centre front where there's a seam, and I've lined up the braid with the middle of that, and I'm going to do it just so these loops just come onto the inside of the dress like this. Here's the finished trim and beading all around the neckline, and I've decided that I like it so much that I'm going to add it around the edge of the sleeves and possibly even around the waist as well.